So it's March 14th. Beautiful day. I wanted to bring you down here and show you where my grandmother was born. The house isn't standing any longer, but I can show you where the house was. When I was a little boy, we called this the Uncle James place. And Uncle James was my grandmother's youngest brother. After he passed, his heirs sold his property to the Larsons. And they have since built a beautiful pond here. Anyway, just over past where Dixie is was where the old home place was. When I was a little boy, all that was left was part of a chimney and a few rose bushes, things that you'd recognize from being around an old home place. But anyway, this was the Hall's place where my grandmother was born, and I believe my father-in-law, Joe Bartlett, said he was born in this house as well. This property that I referred to as the old Uncle James place joins the Vance Farm property. So as a kid, I always played around here, and really, since it was my uncle that owned the property, it just seemed like part of the farm. A lot of childhood memories here. This area through here has always had lots of pink lady slippers. And for the last 2 years, the stem has come up, so the plants are here, but they didn't bloom. And that's true throughout the farm. I know where about every lady slipper plant is, and I haven't seen one bloom for the last 2 years. So, if anybody's got any ideas or thoughts on why that might be, I'd be interested, and you can comment on the video. But this area in particular, I bet there's 8 or 10 lady slipper plants in there. And like I said, they come up every year, the leaf and the stem, but no bloom. Wonder why that is. I can't believe that the donkeys have been all the way back in here. And that's reasonably fresh. There's nothing for them to eat in here. It is part of the pasture though, so they have access to it. I just have to wonder why, unless it's just boredom and curiosity. There's a spring down there. And you may ask, if there's nothing for livestock to eat back in here, why would you bother fencing it? Well, the answer to that is the fence has been there all my life. And I think back in the old days, a lot of times they fenced an area just to show property boundaries. So that may be why it's fenced. The other thing is, who knows, 100 years ago, this may have been fields in here. Anyway, this area we always called the rock garden. And it's because there was such a wide variety of rock in here, quartz and mica and all kinds of granite, garnet. So we called it the rock garden. Last year we lost a calf, born, was stillborn, and this is where we found it, right at the back of the property here. And the mother was still with it, I guess hoping that it was going to wake up, but it wasn't to be. It's part of it, I guess. That ridge on the left in the distance there is Biddick's Knob. And the one on the right there is Apple Mountain. And that ridge there, you may be able to see it through the trees, is Humpback Mountain. A little better view of Humpback. What is it, Kate? I don't know what that is. It's a dog. It's a mighty big one.